Is it fine?
Yeah, you can get
Hello?
started.
Yeah. Okay. So you had a fair info regarding GDSC and what it is all about. We have joined this session with one single motto, that is Android Study Champs. And the thing is, what we are going to do and what will be our next step to be an Android developer. That's what we are going to learn in this session. Though this session will be brief, it is about 30 minutes or all. Let me first introduce you to myself. My name is Shubham Prince. I am a secondary student from MCA batch, and it's right now I will be your the person who is going to help you guide you through each and every perspective of how to build an Android application from scratch. So this initiative is taken by Google. So the thing is, what we are going to do is we are going to teach you how to start from the beginning, from giving you step by step methods to rise from a learner, a beginner, to someone who can develop Android apps with the easiest way possible. So, in this Android Study Jams 2021, we have given us certain rules and procedure which we have to follow. It will the campaign started at 29th, but our first session is on this 5th December. So from today, we will be focusing on how to create an Android app. It might be be of beginner level, but it will be necessarily the best ever logical thinking you are going to expect. How to work with layouts, how to work with different view groups, how to understand and create logical codes. And yes, the most important part of this Android Study Jam is that we are not going to use Java or Flutter. We will be focusing on Kotlin. This is what the rule speaks about. We have to understand how to write small Kotlin codes. And from that portion, we will be rising to the next level where we will be able to integrate these Kotlin codes with our present XML in Android Studio and create applications which are much more interactive and better. Let's start this session and see what are our mottos and what we will be doing next. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about Android. Okay, before getting into this, what basically Android Study Jams will be all about, let's understand what is Android. Okay, let's understand given scenario. I am from IT background. Okay, I am someone who loves to code. But if I talk about how to create some application which is interactive, every second student who joins BTech to complete his CS, or someone who is going to go with a BSc degree or BCA degree, everyone has this aspect in his life that let's build something different. Let's build an application. That's what motto we talk about. But it is very much typical if you talk about different languages. But when we talk about Android, this is the easiest path which anyone can follow and create this beginner level application. It's very easy. Just use Android. Our Android applications means whatever means if we are talking about creating a normal application using Android Studio, install Android Studio and you will get a pre-built application of Hello World, and you can run it over through your mobile application or AVD manager devices. So just because Android is so much flexible and creating an application which is flexible for the user to understand, to interact with each them with all the UI facilities. So let's talk about why we have chosen to join this session. So Android Study Jams are for community organized study groups. Okay, this is not just us who are dealing means who are presenting this session right now. There are many other GDSC groups who are focusing on this Android Study Jams. The single motto is to learn how to deal with an Android application, how to create an Android application, and move forward. So Android Basics is a series of sessions focused specifically on learning how to build Android apps without prior Android experience. So you don't have to be so much to have some knowledge about what Android applications are, what are layouts, what are view groups, what is an Kotlin code. You don't have to focus on that. You just have to make sure that whatever you are going to learn, it will be at the beginner level. It will be with your scratch. Let's talk about why I'm focusing on Android application and not on Windows application, or why we are not focusing on any other application right now to build an application. Why we are choosing this? So, if we talk about mobile ecosystem, we know that every single user, if we talk about in the present population, if we talk about 10 of 10, if in a room there are 10 people standing, I think around 8 of them will be having Android mobile. So every Android phone needs an application. And why do we need an application? To make our daily life much more better. Okay, it's an easy. For example, I have my Android application for Zomato. I want to order food, so I search, I scroll down, choose a restaurant, and then I order something. So it's very easy. But we have never thought about the scenario, what it is going in the background. We have never seen the background process. We have always interacted as an user. So this study jam will teach us how to rise from that level of being an user to being a developer. Let's talk about this. We already know that the whole nation, means the whole country, or we can say the whole world, is still suffering from COVID-19. And as soon as the COVID-19 impacts, there were a rise in the usage of these Android applications. I won't just specifically say that it was just for Android application, it was for iOS, but as usual, we do understand that 80% of them are still on Android platform. So the major concern is how to create application and how to work with this pocket size application over your phone. For example, let's talk about this application for means searching. Okay, we had an application which used to tell the person who is infected by corona or not. Okay, so all these applications were all built just because of one motto: to make things easier, to counteract whatever this thing is happening right now. Okay, it's very much difficult if we talk about searching each person who is infected by corona. Okay, so application makes it easy to interact with different people using whatever hardware is situated in your phone, whatever hardware you're using. So smartphone users in India are expected to reach 760 million. So I won't talk about what it will reach to the next future. I will talk about the current scenario. If you talk about current scenario, I think 90-95% of the people already have this Android phones. You talk about any ecosystem, you talk about people living in rural areas, they still have an Android phone, which is much more cheaper than iOS. It's much more cheaper to interact with applications which are means Android based, instead of iOS, which requires to buy everything. Let's go means it has a huge market. Android is having a huge market, and being an Android developer is all about being an investor in that market, being someone who can really create some interactive app. And who knows that the next person to create an exact copy of some social media, say Facebook or Twitter, can be you. So, what are the prerequisites? Let's talk about what are the prerequisites before diving deep into this Android developing thing. Okay, so what is the prerequisites? So it's very easy. You need something, that is your laptop. See, even though it is saying that we need a basic computer literacy, it means that you have the basic knowledge how to turn on your laptop or to turn on your computer. That's it. How to interact with internet. That's it. That's what it's not something like rocket science. You don't have to think about, okay, I don't know anything, so how can I just be an Android developer or iOS developer, whatever. Our basic concerns need to be to learn something new, and this is what we are going to provide you. As a facilitator, I will be sitting there, and the whole group of GDSC will be there to help you out in every basic problem or scenario faced by you while developing a beginner's app, and then to the intermediate application, and then the final process which we will go through while creating some expert level applications. So you just require computer literacy, and that is basic. How to turn on your laptop, how you have certain basic, how to work with your Windows, and it's done. Let's go. So where do you have to start? So you should have something that is your Gmail ID, nothing else. You need to have that Gmail ID, and then you have to visit this link, this specific link, and then you can find. So when you visit this link, you will find that you have to create your developer profile. Okay. So let me show you what it will look like. So it's nothing but this email ID and a developer profile. For example, I'm showing you some random profile here. This is a new profile for me. So what you have to do is you have to choose this link. I will be providing the presentation later on. So you have to choose this link and fill the name, whatever you say, fill the name. Okay, and just fill the name, your address, everything. I'm a student. Fine. Your college name, pronoun as yes, he's a he or him. Then okay, okay, and this is so easy. Okay, now are you interested in what are your interests? So I'll just choose any one of them. I don't have to choose all of them. Any one of them, it's fine. Now there will be newsletter confirmation. If you want, you can click it for push emails, otherwise leave it. Not done. So this is how you can create your developer profile from existing Gmail ID. Once you are done with it, you will be getting a link, a short link, which will be asking you to create your developer link. Okay. So these are my badges, which I will teach you later on how to work with. So here you can see there is a custom set custom web address for your developer profile. So what you can do is you can click it and create a custom link. Okay, I won't go with this, and you can choose what type of level security you need, private or public, and then you can write the name, say, fine, it will search if it exists or not. If it is available, it's done, and save. Okay. So now you can change it, but it will take 30 days or more to change the profile. But to be honest, we need this specific whatever you're choosing. Be sure that it will be used for all these 30 days, because this session will end on 10 January, and it's a month long session. So once it is done, it's fine. Now you can see that you have your developer profile here, and it has that link and the username you have selected. So this is what, see. So I need this as a facilitator. I need this to track the badges which you will be earning. So you have to collect 16 badges. As you learn on, you will be collecting 16 badges. Now these badges can be your showcase, which can be very much useful. If you talk about any application, if you are really happy after learning this, you will realize how easy it is to create Android application, and how easy it is to create your life out of this. I can say, can make it as a bread and butter for your life. So what you can do is, this will be the exact opportunity for you to showcase not just the badges, but to show how efficient you are to create an Android application. Let's know how to proceed. So here, this is a small example, and there's a link how to install Android Studio. So you don't have to focus on IntelliJ, just install Android Studio. And these are the links. This is the link where you will get the Android Studio. It's easy. You don't have to even follow the link. Just go on Google, Google it, or any search engines, say Android Studio, search it, and then you can go with the first link as you see. Now you have to download Android Studio. This one, 914 MB. This is the one. Okay. every means I'm using Windows, so it is going to launch on a page that has Windows download option. If you're using Ubuntu or any Linux distributable, so you will choose out of it. Okay. Now, once you have downloaded, if you have gone through the process and you have downloaded, you have to just install and follow the process. It's very easy. And even if it is hard, I will be sending you the link of the installation video, which will be much more easy for you to install, how to install the AVD manager, how to work with AVDs, and how to download SDKs and everything. Let's talk about hardware specification. Okay, let's go with what hardware specification you really require. So the processor mentioned is i3 or i5 or higher as recommended, but don't just follow this. Okay, it's fine if you have i5, if you have even this dual core, the core 2 duo, and you have specific RAM, or if you are using SSD in place of HDD, okay, and you are working with 4 GB or 8 GB RAM, yes, you can install and work with it. Though the working process will be slow, and you cannot use AVD. Instead, I will always recommend you to use your mobile while installing an application which you have built, so you can go with it. So don't worry about it. The specification, the processor, it is the minimum. It says, okay, you can go with this i3 and i5. I won't say it's minimum. I can say the medium requirement. The medium requirement. Minimum, you can go with the lower version as well. And don't say, okay, I will be using P4 or the older versions. Dual core or core 2 duo is fine. Don't go much more older than the version I have said you. Okay, so RAM 8 GB and or more. So if you are using 8 GB RAM, it's like a quick work. And if you are using more than 8 GB RAM, it will be flash thing. Okay, so you can do things in much more faster way. Now, one most important thing is virtualization technology must be enabled. There is issue. People who are new to Android Studio, when they are trying to enable this virtualization technology, means VT, they are very much means startled. They are sometimes it is not working for them. So I will give you a hint, even though the video will be enough for you to go through it. But the hint is it lies in your BIOS settings. So if you go through your BIOS settings, you can change this virtualization technology enabled. Okay, in most of the laptops, it already comes activated, but still, you can go to your BIOS settings and can change it. Now the operating systems. So you can either use Windows 10, 11, Mac OS, Linux, anything. No issue with it. So what is the disk space requirement? It says 8 GB available, okay, for IDE, Android SDK, and Android emulator. Okay, that's enough. That's the most minimum basic requirement. Even though you are not, if you are having lesser specification than i3 10th generation, having less RAM like 4 GB, then you don't have to work with this Android emulator. Okay, don't go with it. It will be much more hectic and slower. You will be tired and you will be giving up. The easiest process how you can create Android app, you will say it's the most hectic and the most wasted method. So please don't go with Android emulators if your processor is less than i3 as well as your RAM is less. Now let's go with the equipments needed. So what equipment do you really need? A laptop or a PC and an internet connection, because time to time you have to upgrade your Gradle. Time to time while installing, it might download some of the setting files. Time to time you have to work with different SDKs, API levels. All these things, don't go with. Don't think that whatever words I'm using, API, SDK, all these things are very much tricky. You will learn slowly. You will learn. That's the easiest portion. Okay. So one more thing, yeah, in your phone, all you might be having this Android phone. So what you have to do is you have to unlock the developer option. Once you have unlocked the developer option, you can start USB debugging. And once the USB debugging has been turned on, it will be easy for you. I will give you an example once this slide is over, and it will be easy for you to run your application, the Android app which you have built. Okay, let's go. So yeah, one more thing, the last thing is Android Studio, which I have already told you how to install and how to download. Let's focus on the curriculum, this study jam curriculum. what you have to complete. It is necessary for each and every candidate to complete. Now, why I'm saying it's necessary, I will be telling you after means once this slide is means all this basics are done. I will tell you. So first of all, Kotlin. The language which we will be using is Kotlin. So what is Kotlin? You have learned C, C++. I won't go with C. I will go with only the object-oriented programming language, OOPS, where OOPS concepts are included. C++, Java, and then we'll jump on Kotlin. Now, why I'm saying Java and not focusing on C++ is because if you have even the basic coding knowledge in Java, it will be much more easy for you to adapt in Kotlin. Yeah, C++ is fine, but for easy adaptation, Java is fine. Now, if you don't know Java, don't worry. Okay, don't think that if he has told that if you don't know Java, the basic it's very tough. No, it's very easy. Okay, so Kotlin is an expressive statically typed language. Now the word is expressive. Expressive means you can write expressions, create object moments, object-oriented logic. You can define all these things. Statically typed. Now, why it is said statically typed is because for every variable, for every work you do, you tell the compiler that this is of integer type, this is of string type. For example, similar to C, C++, Java. For example, if you are creating a variable, we say int var and say, okay, this is of integer type. So this is why it is known as statically typed language. So before compilation, we have to tell the compiler that this basic variable is of integer type, string type, character type, or whatsoever. So what really happened? So Kotlin is used for developing Android application right now, and most of the people have shifted from Java to Kotlin. Even though Flutter is in the market and it is also having a huge fashion in while creating Android apps, but Kotlin is still the master there. Okay, so it was introduced in 2010 by JetBrains, the teams behind IntelliJ. Now it is a free. Why we are choosing it? Because it is free, open source, and has been used for about 5.8 million developers, and it's still rising. And it's still rising. If you see, you can see it's like 60% of the professional Android developers use Kotlin, and 70% of the current applications are using Kotlin. And if you are familiar with PUBG, I guess it also has that Kotlin codes there. Okay, so whatever applications you are using, you will be aware about how to use Kotlin and why Kotlin is so much necessary in our study jam. Okay, let's go. What are the benefits of Kotlin and why we have switched from Java to Kotlin? So it's because of the code we write. In Java, it used to be huge. You're creating class, then inside that you have to create a main method, write string args and all and all and all. Even though when we are talking about the Android application, it's some other method, but still the code used to be huge. Now, when we shift to Kotlin, it is 30% less code. You are using 30% less code. You're using a minimized way to write the codes, and it's very much easy to understand. Okay, and the codes are even safer. It's not like you will be going through some of the errors which is not recognizable, which is much more different. You will be scratching your head and saying, what is this error is? I don't know this error. Okay, this is a null pointer error, this error, this, that error. It is very much easy to interact with Kotlin. It has safer code method. Now, it is fully compatible with Java. Means you can change whatever application you have previously built in Java to this Kotlin one. It's very easy to move from Java to Kotlin. Now, it's smarter and has a safer compiler, as I have already told you. You don't have to muggle up. You don't have to think how to work with next, how to go with this. Now, one more thing. It has strong community. It means if you need help, you can go to the community, that's a Kotlin developer community, and you can ask for it and get through any of the error which you see, which you come across. So that's why it's very much beneficial to go and work with Kotlin. Let's talk about our study jam and how you will be rising from someone who knows nothing to someone who knows everything. And in the 6 units, you might not be able to know everything. even though there are things available which can help you out, but you will be someone who can develop an Android application which works on any kind of Android size, the Android device size, a tablet, or Android TV. Doesn't matter. You will be able to develop it because we will be focusing on some of the certain basics. Let's talk about what will be the Android basics. So the first one will be introduction to Kotlin, because I have already given you this. I have already told you what we will be doing. We will be focusing on Kotlin codes. So learning basic, it's very much easy. I'm telling you, it's just saying 1 hour, but when you will be working with Code Lab, it will be so easy. Okay, so the first Android basic will be how to use Kotlin, how to create functions in the Kotlin, how to means yeah, statistically type the variables, create variables, how to call functions, how to return value out of it. So this is what will be the introduction to Kotlin. Now, then you will be able to create your first Android application, and then it will be a walkthrough. How to create your AVD manager, how to install Android Studio, how to work with layouts. Even though the layout thing will be not in depth, it will be just out of the box, means to the top level, but it's fine. Okay, interactive level is fine. Now, then you will be able to work with the basic layout system, how to work with buttons, how to work with image views, and all and all. Now, then comes add a button to an app. So in this final phase, you will be adding a button and creating this small application which you see here, rolling a dice. And this is fine. This is fine. So this is how you start with basic. Now you will be imagining, okay, only 4 of the topics and we can build a single app. That's why creating Android application is so easy. You never have to muggle up with the huge lengthy codes. You don't have to worry about, okay, what GUI data I will be importing, what specification, what specific class will I be using, because everything will be done by your Android manager. Everything that the IntelliJ will be handling everything. It will be importing the classes you need. It will be importing every specific packages you require while creating an Android application. Just create an XML, link that XML object, the views. Here, the objects we call it as view. In the second phase, you will understand it, to the Kotlin code, and you're done. So once it is done, now you will be working with basic thing. What, how to get input from user. Okay, so there will be certain input layouts. Okay, input methods, how to work with them, how to create your own inputting method, how to create means extend the classes of input method and work out of it. Now, and out of while creating this, you will be creating one another app, that is your tip calculator app. That's so simple, so streamlined. Now the next thing is display a scrollable list. Now what actually happen is, whatever device you take, they have different screen size, but when you work with, for example, go with Zomato, or not Ola, it's easy. So go with Zomato. There are a list of restaurants. What you do is you scroll up, and the restaurants go gets on the visible track. You see, okay, this is the restaurant, but the previous restaurant goes up and it vanishes. So this is all done. This is all a scrollable list. You are crawling different list. You are choosing different restaurants. So how will you do this? So in the sixth step, you will be learning how to add scroll view. Okay, this is also a part of view. So how to add scroll view, how to add a lengthy list, and you can scroll from one restaurant or one view to another view. This what, one object to another object. This is how you will learn. Now, next thing is to navigate between screens. You might have seen that whenever you launch an application, say Amazon, there is a splash screen, and then it reaches to another page. For example, if you're moving to Amazon Pay and you click that image view, you just jump to another activity or another page. This is known as navigation. So you will be learning about navigation as well. It's so easy. I'm telling you, it's so easy. When you will start it, you will realize. Now, then there is a navigation components, which will be a part of how to navigate from one screen to another. And now comes the from now you have jumped from basic to intermediate level, and here you are going to learn about architecture components, how to create an application which has good architecture, means how to flow from one activity to another, and it is all managed. Okay, now there will be advanced navigation examples, for example bars, the menu bars, how to use menu bars, that's what you will be learning. Then the 11th phase you will be learning about coroutines. To be honest, if I want to explain you coroutines, I will use the word thread. So all the background processes or the services which you are running, you will learn it about it in coroutines. How the server is working, how whenever your application is silent, for example in WhatsApp you receive messages. These are all coroutines. These are about coroutines. Now, then you will be able to display the data from the internet. Means a whole website. The website, you might be thinking, for example, take Geeks for Geeks. I think it has an application. Take for some. Okay, take your own blog, and you want to create an application out of it. So here you will be able to do it. You will be just taking the whole website, creating a compact view, and then connecting it through your existing application wherever you're working, and then you can create your blog's website, own personal website. Okay, so this is what, how to receive data from internet using HTTP and REST API. We will be talking about it, so I'm there, so you don't have to worry. Now then, you have to work about SQL, work with SQL. Okay, so sequential query language with a relational database, how to add data. For example, take for example while you were filling the form right now before joining the session, you input some of the values like email ID, name, and all and all. So where this things are going to be stored. So we will be learning about SQL and how those things will be stored and how to update it on a server, everything. Now, use room for data persistence. It means how to store the data, because we don't have to create application which loses its data. Okay, so we have to make sure there should be some data persistence. The data which we are storing in our own app must be visible to our friend's app. If we are talking about some application which is depending upon dividing the share, if we are going to some restaurant having some food, and we are defining that okay, everyone will be paying equal money. So at that moment, what we do is we have to make sure that whatever value we are entering from our side, it must be available to our friend as well. So that's what data persistence is necessary. We will be keeping the database. Then comes tasks and work managers. Okay, so this is nothing but if you once learn SQL and data persistence, it will be much more easy. It's not just about storing data, but also to receiving whatever the data is stored in our server. That's what. So we will be working with a work manager and API that handles a background work, and which runs regardless of whether application is still running or not. Okay. Now, so all the 16s. So there will be 6 units and 16 pathways, 16 quizzes, and 16 badges to earn. Once 16 badges has been earned, you can decorate your developer profile. You can use this developer profile while you are applying for some job. You can use this developer profile in your resume. And one more thing, you can get a certification of being an Android developer from Google. And to be honest, it takes a whole lot of money while you are getting certified. But what is about you, you will be getting 80% of the money as a reimbursement back to you. So you don't have to worry. You will be getting a Google certification. That's the most important part of all this study jam. So we have this website. I will be sharing this presentation. That will be easy for you. Now, these are the units. These are the screenshot which you can see. This is a unit of Kotlin basic layouts. I will show you on in the websites. Let me just share it with you. For example, here we have this. Okay, so what we can do is let's go with this course website, and you can see what are the courses it includes. Okay, see, this is what Kotlin basics, unit 2 layouts, navigation. It is divided into means unit, and each unit is divided into subunits. For example, if I open this unit 1, Kotlin basics, there will be around, see, okay, so see, you can see it's my profile, that's why it's showing it has been completed, all of them. So see, you can see introduction to Kotlin, create your first app, build basic layout, add a button to an app. So the thing is, everything in Android, whatever I have told, it will be much more easier, because me as well as the whole GDSC group will be with you to explain you, to help you with each and every problem which you face while creating application, while installing Android Studio. But the most important thing is you have to be dedicated. It will be a self-learning pace, but every session, the next session which we will be having, it will be a huge session, because there will be 4 GDSC coming together, triple IT, Allahabad, and all bits, and all of them will be together, and there will be different students from all around the campuses, and you also will be a part of a group where you can share your issues, you can take help from them, as well as you can earn badges together. If you have problem with quizzes, we are there to help you. You don't have to worry. You just focus on how to learn the basic and go out of it, to learn the basics and start developing your application. You don't have to worry about quizzes and all. We will be there. But the thing is, you have to learn them. You have to complete all the 6 units. You have to be dedicated. You don't have to lie yourself. You don't lie to yourself saying, okay, I will do this and this. And one more thing, what happens basically when I was working with completing all these batches, sometimes it gets logged out. So make sure to keep on checking after every 15 to 20 minutes that it is not, your ID is not logged out. Okay. So make sure that. So this is the pathway. You can see, welcome to Android Kotlin. If I click this one, there will be the pathways for every subunits categorized. See, these are the pathways. And as soon as you complete one pathway, there will be a tick mark like this, as you can see on my screen, and there will be the quiz. So don't worry about it. If you think it is not so interactive and you are feeling bored, you can take help from us. So this is what you will go through. Take the quiz, pass the quiz, you earn the badge. And once the badges have been earned, you are good to go. You are a developer now. So what are the opportunities when we talk about after completion of this student jam? What will be your profit? So the first thing is you will be able to create, build application. And really, I'm telling you, you might be from the bachelor's degree, you might be completing a bachelor's degree, or you might be completing, if I had a chance to include 12th means schools batch students, I could have included them as well. It is very easy, and it's very much exciting when you create your first application. Ask me, when I was there, when I was being trained at CMMI level 3 company, from a CMMI level 3 company for Android development, I had to pay a huge amount. Even though I was an intern, the cost was around 30,000, and out of internship or when getting a scholarship, I had to pay around 15,000 or 12 to 15,000, I remember. It was very much a burden. Okay, but right now you're getting an opportunity which is really free. You're getting a facilitator, you're getting a whole group of community, except apart from what Kotlin community is. You're getting person who will be much more interactive. You are going to get help and an instant. Invest your time at this. You will be able to learn in just a month. That's what the thing is all about. Now you will be able to solve real world problems. For example, you are creating an application, but the thing is, you will create an application when you find some issue, when you see that there is an issue, there is an existing issue in our community, and I can help it out using by creating an application. So this is why creating an Android application also helps you to understand the real life problems, the real world problems which you see in your day-to-day life. And yes, one more thing, when you create your Android application, every other person will be excited to learn it from you, how you have managed to create such a simple application that is able to work things. Okay, now third and the most important thing, you will be able to optimize the application which you have built. The application which you build is not optimized to be good to go, to be deployed on Google Play, but In the third portion, you will be able to optimize as well as deploy the application which you have made on Google Play. As well as the last and the most important thing, you will be getting an opportunity to get certified. And this certification will be a Google certification. If you are not interested to invest, okay, why will I invest this money? I'm getting 80% money back. Even though it's the best chance for you to get certified and call yourself as an Android developer, but we are going to provide you with certificates. Okay, yes. So it's the best opportunity and the best time you can do. Now, what are the perks? So here, there are some of the perks which every GDSC, every another GDSC will be given. You will be able to learn Android, Kotlin, cool badges, certification of completion, as well as reimbursement as for associate Android developer certification. Remember this. If you go and Google it, you will understand why it is very much necessary, because you will be getting 80% of the money back, and it's the right time to be called as an associate Android developers. Now you will be able to develop real world Android application. Now, what is our motto after the completion of this? At 10th it will be completing, but you have to make sure that we are going to create an application which will be posted to Google. We are sending that application to Google. So we will be working as a team. Every student who has joined this study jam will be creating an application, will be helping us with each and every portion. Will be trying to create, some will be working on layouts, some will be working on database, some will be working on the codes, Kotlin codes, and we'll be creating some interactive application, the application which will be solving some issues, real world issue, and that application will be posted to Google. So it's the best time for you to become an Android developer and get the credit of creating some application which will be a shiny badge for your resume. Now, this, and if our app has outwitted every other app from every other GDSC, we will be getting featured by Google. So that's what. So remember, we have to complete 16 badges and before January 10, so that you will receive all the prizes and all. Okay. Now, you can join our Discord server. We have the link as well. This is just for students, Discord server. And why this Discord server is used, there will be 4 different GDSs coming together, and every students from different GDSs, different colleges, different campuses will be there, and they can help you for any query you require. There will be every other facilitator will be there. 4 facilitators from different GDSC will be there. So now it's your time to ask questions. So thank you, and you can ask any questions possible.
First of all, I would like to point out it was an amazing session, Prince. Like, not being interested in Android till now, you created an interest in me as well. So yeah, it's such an amazing session, guys. If you have any questions, like while you were asking during the meeting, feel free to ask.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
have our mentor
yeah,
who is, like very well experienced in this field, so that he can answer any of your questions as well. I would
yes.
like to address some of the questions which I received as DMs, right? Like some of them could be like, Prince, you could take a few, such as like, can we
Yeah.
use our personal email for the developer portfolio?
Yes. No issue with that. See,
And
using your personal email is the best thing to go with. But remember, you have to keep that personal email as your resume. I will say it is acting as your resume. So please keep it the best email. You don't have to switch to another email. Okay, so you will be using those badges whenever you are trying to apply for some other company, or you are so interested in Android developing that you go to a company and say, okay, I have completed this certification. So go with your personal email, but make sure your email is your permanent email. That will be really useful.
yeah, so that made it clear, I guess. And another
Yeah.
question, can we use can we use Python for this development?
See, thing is, it's an instruction from Google that we have to focus on Kotlin.
Sure.
Now, you will say, why to go with Kotlin? There are many of the languages. We can go with Java and on and on. See, why we are focusing on Kotlin is, in the coming scenario, in the coming future, right now, if it seems 60% of the professional Android developer are using Kotlin, but 80% of the application have already shifted to Kotlin. And in the coming future, it will be likely 90%. See, Python is a very good language to go with whatever AI, ML, statistical knowledge, everything you can put it into it. But when we talk about Android application and just for Android application, then Kotlin is really the master. That's why it will be fine if we go with Kotlin, and we have to make sure that whatever application we are building, it should be using Kotlin. That's what.
So yeah, that made it clear.
Yeah.
And also,
Yeah.
and guys, if there are any more questions, feel free to ask. Or if any one of you, like would like to share a few things, in audio, please let me know. I'll make you a host so that you can speak something about it, or you can share your experience in Android so
Yeah,
that
there is
we'll
one. There is one more question. It's here. What about the sessions during regular days, like during college days, when classes and some exams are? Okay, see, sessions will be held on weekends. That's what. Saturday, Sunday. Okay. Now, second thing is, while examinations, college days, you don't have to worry. You just have to spend 1 hour in the evening, and that's fine. And even if you feel like, okay, this is hectic, this is getting boring, just feel free to join our Discord server, message there, okay, I want to know about this specific topic, and there will be a walkthrough. So don't worry about it. Okay.
Yeah, guys. If you have any other general questions as well, like what this whole program is about, feel free to ask. Or if any one of you already has some experience in Android and would like to share with all of us, feel
Yeah.
free, to raise your hand or text me. I'll make you a host so that you can share your experience about it. Session was great. Thanks to we are glad that you liked it.
Okay, I have a question here from my friend. He's not in the program right now and he wants to complete this course later. So for that he has to pay, right?
You
If he
mean
wants
you
a
mean
certificate,
he'll not do that course as a part of our study jam, but he will do it later on,
he will do
right?
it later. Yeah.
Uh,
After Jan
yeah,
10 he will be completing it. So then he has to pay for the certificate, right?
yeah, I would guess because this reimbursement would be available for this time. Am I right? Like, hello.
Yeah, reimbursement will be for eligible candidates. Hello.
So he can complete the certification, but he'll not be
Hello.
given 80% of the fees back to him. So that would be the difference.
No, 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 no. Hello.
Is it?
Am I audible?
Yeah, yeah, you're audible.
Hello.
Hello,
Yeah,
hello.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, you're
Listen,
audible.
the thing is, yeah, yeah, yeah. The thing is, whosoever completes 6 units, okay, after completion of 6 units, they can apply for that certification thing. And once you apply and you say, okay, I have completed this 6 units, you will be getting reimbursement. That's what.
Okay.
But you
So
have to complete 6 units. Make sure that.
yeah.
Complete 6 units at any time, not before Jan 10. There's no restriction over there, right?
Is that so? Shubham?
Tell me.
Yeah, is that so? Like he can complete after Jan 10th also, but even then he'll get the
No, no, no,
reimbursement.
no, 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 no,
Exactly.
not at all.
That's what. That's what.
Yeah, before the jam, you have to
Before.
complete. You have given a month timeline because see, it is not so tough. Means you are not becoming the master of the developer. You are just going to work with applications which are at beginners till intermediate level. That's why they have given a month, and that's enough. That's why there's a timeline. We cannot expand that means extend that timeline because Google need that application as well as Google need that you have been dedicated with whatever goal you have chosen. So they have created this timeline that you have to complete in this 30 days. That's why.
That's it about that. And also I've shared few links, guys. Like few links are those. Like I mean, I've shared quite a few links. Few of those links which are there, shared approximately 17 minutes ago, are the chat group links. Like this is the community which we have in WhatsApp. In case if you're having a tough time using this Discord, you can join in any one of the groups because all the three groups will be receiving same messages. This is one thing. And to receive event notifications or event recordings, links and all, feel free to join the Discord, which I mean your Discord link which I sent a few minutes ago. If you want, I'll share it back again. This one. And yeah, along with the event recording, you'll be given the event presentation as well in the same group, that is the Discord group. So stay tuned over there. And if you have any other questions, or if you would like to ask any other question, you can ask. Guys, if you are there in the meeting, do we have anyone with prior Android experience over here? Feel free to.
And if you have you were not able to hear whatever, yeah, no, doesn't matter, doesn't matter. You have to just join a selected GDSC and it's done. We are not given a thing like you have to be from GITAM or what. It's fine.
Yeah. And also there is a registration form, which we'll be sharing it with you, so that you can, tell about your skills and the projects which you have previously made, so that the
Yeah.
facilitator, can allocate you, like teach you accordingly, right?
And yes, about payment and thing, I will be sharing you the document. You can read the documents, you can read the guidelines, and you can understand. So don't worry if you have missed it.
Yeah. And also like a disclaimer, like only for the certification they need to pay, right? Like to join this course,
Yeah,
to
yeah.
join the
No,
study
no,
jam, they
no,
need not
no
pay.
payment, no payment.
Exactly.
I have
So yeah,
shown, I
that's
have
one
shown
thing,
them the
right?
examples. So don't worry.
Exactly.
You
Yeah.
can
So you
complete
need
the
not pay
badges
to.
if you don't want. If you don't want that certification, associate developer, Android developers certification, don't pay.
You need not pay.
Don't do anything.
Exactly. So to be in this course, you need not pay. That is one thing I would like to make it clear. GDSC is
Yeah.
offering like all of the courses for free to the
Yeah.
student community. So yeah, that's the thing.
And one more thing, the last thing, the most important thing, just because Google has asked us to, that it's on facilitator, that what they want to give to the students who are really means were tangible, they were really successful in understanding each and every portion of the program, as well as complete this whole Android jam thing, study jams. So it's on us. So our GDSC, for as a facilitator, I will be providing you all only the selected candidates. So you have to work for it. They will be getting Android T-shirts as well as the merchandise. So this is what you are getting in addition from our part.
And also, guys, you can get a chance to have your app featured as a part of our GDSC. Like wherever we
Yes.
showcase our application, your name will be there as a developer on that. So this is a great opportunity. As you know, GDSC's projects will be showcased like, in many places. So you can get a chance to have your name as a developer on those kind of applications. So that's the thing, guys. And also, I guess you will be having a chance to meet with these people as well, like Google people from Google Play Store as well, which your facilitator
Yeah.
might be telling you, later on.
Yes. And most important thing is you will be joining a group now. So once you complete, after this session, when you complete the form, you have got the form, you have filled it, you will be going to join a really successful group, because I have seen the people from different GDSCs and the students who have joined our sessions, the Discord group. I have seen that they are really active. They are completing all of the units, as well as they are active in and happy about the application they are building. It's not just the example application which are given in this phases, like creating a means simple birthday app and all. They are creating different application, normal small applications. So I'm telling you, this will be the best thing for you to do right now, to understand, to be familiar with Android and go ahead and be an Android developer. I'm telling you out of my experience that I have seen, and even you can Google the market of Android development is really huge. It's really huge. It's gigantic, I'm telling you. So be active, complete this beginner thing, and you will say, yeah, I am a developer, as well as I have showcased this specific application by myself. Okay, so you will be working in a team, and you will be getting all the resolution, all the issues or whatever the problems you have faced till now. While you might be feared at times that, okay, Android is something tricky, it's so difficult, it will all be cleared in this session, in this just 1 month. So feel free and join it. Don't hesitate. Hello.
Uh, yeah, there is
Yeah.
another question.
Yeah.
I registered this Android study jam. How can I know whether I'm selected or not? Guys, it will.
Okay.
Yep.
See, you don't have to worry about getting means selected or not. Okay, it's our procedure, and I am telling you, it is open for all students. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, it is open for all students. You are going to be selected anyhow. So
So
don't
there
worry
aren't
about it.
any strict, this
Yeah.
selection policies from our side.
Yeah.
Your interest is all
Yeah.
that matters. So yeah.
Yes, that's what. If you're interested, if you want to learn, because see, we have been asked to be the facilitator to help students understand what Android is, how to create an application. Google wants every beginner, it you might be having a degree or not, it doesn't matter. They want you to know that how easy it can be to create an Android app and solve problems, the existing issues in our which we visit in day to day life. That's what. So don't worry, go and register, you will be getting the opportunity.
And anyone
Yeah,
else, if
yeah.
you have, hello.
Yeah, they can join, no issue. You can send that link to all of them, they can join.
Mhm. Yeah.
Mm.
You can send the form as well, and we'll be sharing the recording. We'll actually,
Yeah,
for convenience sake, we'll upload this video on YouTube, and in the description, we'll be giving you the links of all the,
yeah.
Discord channels and all the other channels which are present. So,
Android Studio will be great because it will be much more easier for you. I know VS Code can be used and all, but I'm telling you why I'm using Android Studio, because it not only has IntelliJ pre-install, means pre-built or has this interaction, but the thing is you will be not suffering from issues, and why people give up, because when they see there is an issue and they're saying, okay, I can't solve it, what's happening, why it's showing error, this, they get smuggled up. So don't worry, use it. Android Studio, install Android Studio, and will be free to go with it. Every other person whom you will be meeting in this Discord group knows and work with Android Studio, I'm telling you.
yeah. Hello, am I audible?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yes.
hello, hello. Yeah, yeah. I've received a few DMs actually. I'm
Yes.
having a little network issue, so whenever I'm opening the DMs, I'm
Okay,
getting
okay,
a
okay.
blank screen. So, guys, if you have
Okay,
DM'd
okay.
me and you have not received my response, once feel free to DM Shubham Prince, or just post it in the general chat. As I'm currently not able to see the DMs, like I'm getting the notification, but I'm not able to see your message content. So that's it from our side, guys. So if you have any other doubts, you can ask, and else we can call
Yeah.
it a day.
So, okay, this one has been answered. So you can give the link to your friends and ask them to join. I'm maintaining fine. It's all done. Yeah, we are good to go. Any more questions?